Hey folks, so here we are. As you can see, we're in the office right now. I wanted to give you guys a little tackle tip. Something I've done now that my dad taught me. And it's nothing super hard. It's pretty easy, and it'll save you time on the water. As you guys know, there's tons of different skirted baits out there. You got spinner baits. I mean, we all got tons of different color spinner baits. There's bladed jigs. There's swim jigs, stuff like that. And we all like to customize them with our own skirts. As you can see here, I got a monster bag of skirts. So we like to change them up, change things up. Sometimes we like to use the colors, that they come in. This being a bait that really gives me issues a lot with the skirt coming off. So anytime, I'm out on the water here in Florida, up in New York, wherever I'm fishing at, a lot of times when you're throwing these types of baits, these skirted baits, the skirts tend to come off. They pull off, a fish pulls them off, or whatever. And it's annoying, it's frustrating, because then you got to go in, grab some skirts, slip it on, and it takes time. It doesn't seem like it takes that much time, but just that little bit of time, you could be catching a fish. So something I like to do that my dad taught me again, is that I'm going to show you guys here in just a second, is actually wrapping your skirts with wire. And it's pretty simple. I use 20 gauge wire here. It's pretty stiff. You can buy this at, I want to say, Hobby Lobby or Michael's Craft Store. That's where I think we got this one at. And then you need some snips, little snips, and this is like a rounded pliers with a rounded tip on it. So that's all you need. Very simple setup. Again, there it is, 20 gauge wire. And I'll try to show you guys a close-up on how I do it. So I'm going to take this bait out of the package here. It's just one I grabbed. It's nothing special, just a regular bladed jig. It's a jackhammer, so there you go. Very high-end bladed jig that, for whatever reason, the skirts tend to come off of them pretty easily. So pull out of the package there. These come with an actual hook cover on them already, right out of the packaging. So what I'll tend to do is I'll leave that on there throughout this process because I won't hook myself. But so what I'm going to do now is just find the center of the bait, pull the skirt that's in the front side past the tie, because they actually hand tie these on here. They still come off. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here. I'm going to separate it front to back, and I'll explain to you what I'm doing there here in just a sec. All right, so as you can see right there in the camera, I don't know if you're gonna really be able to see, but I got the skirt basically split up in two parts. And this is just the way every skirt does it when you put it on. There's always a front and a back side, and then where they tied it is gonna be the middle of the skirt. That's probably the most pain in the butt part about this whole process, is doing that right there. So what I'm gonna do now is I have it divided into two parts, front and back. I cut off a little piece of wire. That's all you need. It's not a lot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wrap it around the tie there where I have where it's already tied on, but again, that's going to come off. So I don't even worry about that. I just wrap right over it. I pinch it, and now I'm going to wrap it a few times, pretty close to where I'm going to actually be wrapping. As you can see, I wrapped it up pretty high there. And then what I'm going to do is use these pliers and make it tight. I'm going to show you. I don't do it too tight. I mean, I go around it a pretty good amount, but you go too tight, you actually cut the skirt in half. So you got to be careful with what you're doing there. But I'll just wrap around it until it starts looking tight, and then I will be done, and I'll cut it off. All right, so there we have it. It's wrapped. It looks clean, actually. It's really good. But as you can see, there it is. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. But I have it cut, I have it wrapped around there tight. It's not slipping, it's not going to slide. And then what I'll do is take my cutters here, and I'll cut off. You don't want to go, here's the whole thing, you don't want to go too close to where you actually tied, because then it's going to come off. So I'll cut, I'll show you here, just a little bit off. I won't go too far. Like I said, you don't want to go too far down. And watch this piece, because that thing will fly off of there, pop you in the eye. But so there you have that. I cut it off. As you can see, there's just a little bit sticking out there. I don't know if you can really see it or not, but so there's that. And now your skirt is on there. It's not going to come off. It's tied on there, wire tied on there. and you're gonna have no issues with your skirt coming off. So that's a little tip you guys can try. Again, like I said, you can do it on your spinner baits. I do it on spinner baits. I do it on bladed jigs. I do it on my swim jigs. Very, very simple thing to do. Like I said, you can do probably, I would say you can probably do, I don't know, I can do them pretty quick, but you can knock out some baits pretty quick in the garage, whatever. Again, 20 gauge wire is what I use. And I do it to all my baits. Right when I pull them out of the packaging, I do it, especially these dudes right here. For whatever reason, the skirts come off of them. I use that bait all over the country. Same thing with spinner bait, swim jigs. So it just saves me time on the water. If I have an issue with skirts coming off, if you guys are having an issue with the skirts coming off your baits, try this at home, and I promise it'll save you time on the water. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you guys like to see some stuff, let me know. I'm going to try and stay busy on this thing now, so as I have time here to do so. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tackle tip here, and we'll see y'all next time.